Hey now moment, all you positive heads out there. It's so good to be back with you as always. If you're new to this podcast, of course, we are super happy to have you here. And we just ask that you bring an open mind and an open heart to your listening experience. And to be prepared to explore vantage points that I'm convinced will help shift or solidify your current understanding of the ultimate nature of reality. While listening, you will be exposed to inspiring, empowering, and unifying perspectives that I'm highly confident will yield stellar results in your life if you opt to try them on for size. Also, if you're a longtime P-Head listener, you know I have been diligently working on producing episodes for my new late-night style, consciousness-elevating video talk show, Optimistic. Well, after a year plus in the making, I am thrilled to announce that we will be releasing Season 1's episodes weekly beginning March 15th, and I'm asking for your help to spread the love and to let your friends and family know about Optimistic when it's released. In exchange for taking a minute to share our Episode 1 teaser video on March 15th, or whenever you're hearing this, up through the end of April, we're giving you monthly memberships to not one, but two consciousness-expansive online content portals from two of my very favorite teachers and healers that are valued at over $50 a month, as well as entering your name into a drawing to win a free week at the Mystic Manor for a retreat immersion valued at $2,950, where the winner will be chosen in April. Otherwise, if you're interested in hearing more details about the rewards you'll receive for supporting, we'll send you a video that goes into detail when you text the word mystic to the number 22999. You can also go to optimistic.tv to see several other videos, including the Optimistic show trailer and two videos that discuss the week-long retreat immersion, as well as details of what the Mystic Manor immersion entails and how you can book a week to come stay with us even if you don't win the raffle.
All right, all you positive heads, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining Samantha and I today on this terrific Tuesday. We're finally back together after last week not making it, but here we are. Hi, Samantha.
Hey, I missed you.
I missed you. It's like weird when we don't get to do our weekly show.
I know. I'm so grateful for you. I look forward to
for you
this.
too.
I just love it. And I'm so excited that we get to play and hang out in a few weeks.
I know. So exciting. Samantha's going to come to Phoenix and we're going to hang out and we're even going to do some exchanges and it's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to do a video podcast together as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so all of you can see us loving on each other while talking to you.
I love it. Yeah, so look forward to that, y'all. But today, Samantha and I, for the first time, we're like, what are we going to talk about today? And it actually took us a minute. It wasn't immediate because, I don't know, I think there's just been so many things coming up. And so it was hard to really decide. So we've both had a lot of synchronicities happening in our world. So we thought, since we love to talk about synchronicities here, that we would get into that a little bit more today.
Yeah. You know, it's so funny. I have been immersed in the spiritual community for a very long time now. And where it's just normal. Everyone's like, oh yeah, the synchronicity, follow the feelings, it's unfolding, yada, yada, yada. And when I go back to Montreal, where it's a little more dense, and the consciousness movement hasn't really emerged there, it's so funny how people are actually really against the idea of synchronicities.
Really?
I'm like, no. Yeah. I made it like there's no such thing as synchronicities. It's coincidence. Like that really against, or against things like grounding or nature therapy or natural foods or magic or alchemy. And it's so wild that, to really identify that we're so lucky, we're so fortunate in this community, in the positive head community, in the spiritual community, in the consciousness movement, where we get to share the magic with other people. And the ones that we talk to and about with this, they don't think we're crazy.
They might think we're a little crazy. Who knows?
Well, yeah, we are a little crazy, and that's what keeps us together.
Yeah. And I feel like I've just kind of let go if you think I'm crazy, that's cool. You can think whatever you want, crazy for me equals happy and alive and fulfilled. So if that's what crazy means, then have at it. Put your crazy hat on. Dancing shoes too.
Yes, I have crazy pants actually. So
Nice.
they're sparkly. They have a lot of sparkles.
I love it.
Ah, cool. What if some okay, so first, what's a synchronicity? For the people that are just listening and they're like, wait, what is this word? What does this
Sure.
mean? Tell us. How do you define synchronicity?
Well, there's so many different ways that we can see synchronicity in our lives, but a lot of the ways are I was just thinking about something and then I was shown something that is symbolic of that something I was just thinking about. Say you were just thinking about a loved one, and then you're driving in the car and a song comes on that reminds you of that loved one. Synchronicity. Yeah. Um, just a little bit of an example. What does it mean to you? It means something different, I think, to everyone.
Mm. Yeah, just this really magical unfolding of events that normally in normal reality just doesn't even make sense how it could be possible.
Right.
For instance, I was thinking about what's next, right? My time in the US is coming to an end shortly, and I was like really feeling into, okay, what's coming next? I want to know, like, universe, show me. And I was really getting stuck, right? Really getting stuck in the mind, the way I like to get stuck sometimes.
Mhm.
And I was like, wait, just show me. And so then I had a few of my friends reach out to me that week saying, hey, Sam, we're in San Diego. Do you want to come down to San Diego? And it kept popping up. And so I kept seeing San Diego, hearing San Diego. People would ask me, like, hey, have you been to San Diego? I'm like, no, okay, fine. I'm going to San Diego. And then my girlfriend calls me and she's like, hey, Sam, I'm going to San Diego on Sunday. Just wanted to know, do you want to get a ride with me? Yes.
Wow,
So I'm
nice.
like, yes, I have no clue where I'm going to stay, what I'm going to do. But turns out I have a whole bunch of friends in San Diego. And okay, well, I'm going to give you the full story. It's unfolding. So,
Awesome.
so I, a few of my friends asked me to stay with them, and yet there's this one guy that I know down there, and we've only met a few times, but we have this really great connection. And he asked, he said, Sam, I have an extra room. Do you want to come and stay with me? And it was a full yes in my body. I'm like, yes, I'm going to stay with Chris. And so I knew that his roommates were all in Costa Rica, and I had no clue who was living at his house. And so I get there and I'm, on the drive back to his place. I'm like, so who are you living with right now? Turns out that he's living with two of my very best guy
No
friends.
way.
Like just like not best in terms of quantity, but just like men that I love.
Mm.
So I get there, we have the best time. We're just like all the things are unfolding, all of these synchronicities of just the right place, the right time, the right conversations. And then lo and behold, my very dear friend Dave, it just bought a hotel down in Mexico and he's looking for somebody to help run it with him. And
Mm.
so he's like, hey, do you know anyone that opens retreat centers and helps run them? And I said, yes, in fact, I do. And it was just this full body yes. And I thought, well, okay, I might be moving to Mexico.
Mm.
And it all happened because I followed the breadcrumbs of the universe guiding me there and listened to all of these synchronicities popping up and trusted, okay, this is my higher self showing me something.
100%. All those, you just hit all the right words there too. Like you followed the breadcrumbs. You went with the flow. You just trusted. Simple, basic
Yeah.
formula, you guys. Like right there.
Yeah. And I ask, so I'm somebody that I'm stubborn, and sometimes it takes me multiple signs from the universe for me to be like,
Sure.
really? I like to
Me
question
too.
everything. So I'm like, all right, universe, make it
Yep.
clear in signs, symbols, words, and
Love
affirmations.
it. All the things.
Multiple times, like hit me in the face with it, hit me, hit me, hit me. And sometimes it just hits you over and over, and then you're like, okay, I'd be stupid if I didn't listen to
Exactly.
this.
I'd be stupid if I didn't listen because they're guiding me, they're showing me. I've asked, they have provided. And so yes, go with that. And it's so easy as humans to doubt ourselves. I still do this
Ugh.
constantly. And then I also get into that thing where I know better, you know? And so I'm like, all right, now don't beat yourself up for the doubting. Just let it go, realize you're human and focus elsewhere, Focus your mind on
Yeah.
that flow, on that trust, your knowingness. Your inner being knows. And just when you remind yourself of that, it's easier to let that doubt go.
I hear that. For me, I don't know if it's astrology. My rising is in Gemini, which is like seeing the whole picture of polarity of back and forth and the twins. And I can lose my brain just going back and forth. Is it this? Is that? Is it really this? Am I just making this up? Is this the story? Is this really, or is this testing me? Or is this my truth? And the mind just likes to mess with itself. And so I love what you said there about your knowingness and really trusting. And so what's a tool that you use, or what's a practice that you use to go into your body and to like
meditation.
find your truth?
Meditation. My God, I seriously cannot stress the importance of meditation enough for me in my world. And maybe that's not true for everyone, but the difference between having a solid meditative practice on the daily and then not doing it, I feel like I'm a night and day person. My focus is completely different. My response to my environment, to myself, is different. When I'm meditating, it's definitely more love-centered and more high vibrational when I can get in that space and maintain it every day and go through. And I don't do meditation like shut my mind off, and well, I do, there's part of it, but that's not like how I start it. I go through an entire visualization process of running energies and running certain emotions like love, forgiveness, and gratitude. And I feel those things run through my whole body and allow it to enter every single cell. And you can see that when you're visualizing and doing it. And that feels freaking amazing, you know? And that is my number one tool to maintain my vibe, let's say. Keep it love-centered.
Ooh. Have you recorded this meditation? Because I want it. And I know the listeners, they want it. We want it. Right? Right, listeners?
You know, I've thought about it.
Okay, well, the thinking isn't the doing. So
right, I know.
So I can't listen to your thoughts yet. All right. So what we're going to do is Erica's going to record this meditation for us, and that will be awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, it's going to be a long one because I've tried to do maybe a short one, and I think I actually released it at some point, but it was too short, and I had to run through the steps too quickly, and so I really need to do a longer one. And Brian will do some music in the background, which will be beautiful. So I'll use my hypnosis voice and everything. Maybe we can use it to travel and journey too. I can do different ones, actually. That would be fun.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, let's just start with the first.
Right, I know. See, this is what I do. I'm like, okay, now I can do all these things. This is why nothing ever gets done.
And I'm here to say just one thing. Just do the one thing.
Oh, I love it. Thank you, Sam.
You do have a really meditative voice. A few of the retreat guests that have come through have said that their partners like request to listen to your podcast before bed when they need to relax and they need to feel good.
Oh my goodness.
And then people have told me that sometimes they have to slow down the recording when I'm talking. When you and I get talking together, because we're like,
I love it. Yeah, when I'm by myself, I definitely get more in that like slow, steady, you know. But when we're together, it's more, this is my normal, like if you were to meet me in person, I'm more like all the time, high energy. But yeah, when I'm more just alone, it definitely calms down. And that's why I do hypnosis too, or maybe it's just not why, but one of the gifts I was given because this is my work.
Before we continue, I'd like to take a moment to tell you about our new sponsor, BetterHelp. As you know, we do everything we possibly can on the show to help people shift their perspectives to help them lead a healthy and happy life. That being said, sometimes we really just need someone to talk to directly that can help us navigate whatever challenge we're going through at that time. And if you're at that point in your life currently, BetterHelp makes this process super convenient by connecting you with a professional counselor in a safe and private environment, either on video, phone, or via text chats. BetterHelp has licensed therapists that specialize in almost any scenario you may be struggling with, such as depression, anxiety, grief, trauma, or relationship issues. And if you don't like the counselor you get assigned for any reason, you can request a new one at any time. Best of all, not only is it a convenient option, it's also affordable. And if you use the code POSITIVEHEAD, it's even more affordable because you get 10% off your first month. So if you're hearing this and you get the feeling that one of BetterHelp's 3,000 licensed therapists could help get you to where you want and deserve to be mentally, head over to betterhelp.com/positivehead and be sure to use the discount code positivehead, all one word, to get 10% off your first month.
I'm excited. I'm excited for those of you listening. I'm going to be doing a hypnosis session with Erica. I'm going to let her hypnotize me and bring me to the other realms.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
To the dimensions.
It's going to be amazing.
As well. I've had a few hypnosis sessions and they were good. But I don't know, Erica. I have a good feeling about you. I'm excited.
Yeah, they're always good. There's differences especially when we resonate in the way that we do. So and we're brought together in a way that the universe is aligning us. So, the universe wants us to work together. And so, not to mention that this is the most easiest, most beautiful technique ever. And I have been working with it for many, many years now. And so, I have a lot of experience under my belt. So it's going to be good.
Beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Another thing I wanted to mention when we're speaking about meditations, a bunch of you who have come through the retreat have asked if I have recorded the meditation that I guide people through, and I have.
Yeah.
I've answered your requests, and that is on the YouTube. I don't even know the link. So what we're going to do is we're going to link the link in the show notes to make you go and click something. Go click on the show notes. You will have the link for that meditation, and it's a chakra cleansing meditation. It goes through and just cleanses out the energy field, cleanses out the chakras, purifies, heals. And then at the end, there's a really nice surprise where you'd get to meet your higher self, speak with your soul, and goes through a whole process. And so if anyone would like to experience that meditation, please check out the show notes. We will link that for you.
That sounds amazing. Thank you, Samantha. And speaking of the manor, I know that Brandon's doing a special deal the next couple of months, March and April, right? What is it? Tell us about it.
Crazy deal. I cannot even believe that this is happening. So previously retreats were $26.66. You had your own room. It was great, but we only have 3 extra rooms here for retreat guests. And so what we actually found is that when people were staying together, they enjoyed it even more. They got the benefit of having like a roomie, somebody to go through this experience with. And so what we're offering for the month of March and April is that you'll have shared rooms. You do have your separate bed, but shared rooms, and it's actually the price is $13.33. So it's half price for an entire week. Transformation, all of the events, all of the facilitation, all of the organic, delicious vegan meals, the pool, the hot tub, like the magic and wonder that happens at this place. And this is only going to be available for the next few months. And really, I don't even understand how Brandon's doing it. It's such a crazy deal. And so if you are somebody that's been listening, this is your chance to come and hang out. It's such a wonderful experience. People often come in a little bit shy, a little bit nervous, kind of like, what is this crazy spaceship mansion vortex? Like the energy is so palpable that people freak out a little bit. They're like, oh my gosh, this is so wild. And then at the end of the week, they're a whole new person. We get to witness people blossom into themselves and really reclaim who they are, what they want, what they're desiring, like what they're on the planet for. And it's wow, it's just such a beautiful process to be able to go through. And so if you're interested in that, you want to go to calendly.com/mystic deal. You get to have a phone call with Brandon's son, Bradley, who is just the most beautiful, epic human. And he'll tell you all about it, and he can help you get set up with a week coming in the next few months.
I love that, because good luck going to Venice Beach, having all your meals, all of those amenities with all of the healing workshops and everything, and then an amazing place to stay. And then the friendships and the bonds that you form, well, that's priceless. So really, really great deal. So yeah, I would certainly take advantage of that. And I love what you said about how people come in one way and leave another, because when I got to experience coming in towards the end of the week. So I got to see everybody in their empowerment, and after that week of being there, and just but I also got to feel that energy of me being there for the first time. So I absolutely love being there, and I saw firsthand the transformations that happen. And so, yeah, I would do it if I were you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So make sure you go to the links.
Speaking of synchronicities too, a lot of synchronicities happen around
Oh
in
yeah,
and
it's
around
so
the
funny. People
manor.
will be like, "Oh, I've been looking at getting more into magic." And an hour later, our magician walks in. He's like, "Hey, I'm teaching magic." We'll have we like people that have been following a certain celebrity musician or artist, and then they show up at the retreat, and then they fall in love and get married, and like all of the craziest things. I've met friends back home from Montreal that just walk in and they're like, "Samantha." I'm like, hey, it's the weirdest thing.
Wow.
Really brings people together. People have fallen in love here, found their business partners here, like all sorts of things. I just can't even go. We had a San Pedro cactus that blossomed for the first time in 15 years after it had been cut out of the ground while Nicole was
What?
here, and like all
Wow.
of the weirdest things. It's so good.
Wow, I love it. And I had an experience when I was there too. I got back. I think it was the last night I wound up staying there, and Leia was there, and she had just done a Akashic reading workshop, and she was in the kitchen when I walked in, and we started chatting a little bit, and then she gave me these beautiful treasures that she had that she gives out to people who come to the manor. And it's funny because at first when I walked in, she wanted to give me this rose incense that she had. But she felt like, oh God, let me not overwhelm her and just start giving her things immediately as she walks in the door. And so after she'd given me like the crystals and this beautiful baby pine cone, she said, okay, and this rose incense is for you. And I was like, but whoa, you already given me so many things. Like, thank you so much. And she's like, no, you see, this was supposed to be for you when you first walked in, but it was just too much. So here it is now, and you're taking it. And I was like, wow,
Oh.
thank you so much. Wow. So it turns out that the rose has been so incredibly significant in my journey since then that it's so beautiful. I'm like, of
Oh my
course
God.
they
I'm
told you to
working
give
with
me the
rose essential
rose.
oil so
Yeah.
much right now. There we go.
Of course you
I
are,
literally
Samantha. Of course
roll
you
it
are.
on my entire body before going to bed.
Oh, okay. So, oh God, ladies, this is why the rose is coming up. This is the feminine. You're working with that because this feminine energy is
Mm-hmm.
in the rose. It's delicate. It's beautiful. It opens the beautiful flower, how
Yeah.
it opens, Ugh. So, yeah, I think that if we are trying to embody our goddess, our divine feminine that we are, yeah, little rose in
Yeah,
our life.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yes, one of the things that we really love at the house are essential oils. We're going to tell you so much more about that in a coming week. Maybe not next week, but the following week. We're going to dive into that. Brandon and I have been talking about sharing that with the community. So we're going to tell you a little bit more about essential oils, how they work, how they can benefit you, how they help you become the biggest, brightest, positive head out there. So stay tuned. That'll come in a couple
Mm-hmm.
weeks. But definitely keep your eye out because the rose
Awesome.
oil is making a comeback.
Mm-hmm. It's like, why do plants have a smell, right? Like, what is that for? What's its purpose? Well, it's
Hmm.
medicine. All of the things that we are given here, this is all for us. It's all us and for us. It's all our
Mm.
medicine. And I just think it's so beautiful. I love plant medicines in all
Absolutely.
forms.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
beautiful. Well, this has been
Mhm.
fun. I'm glad that we found the thing that
It
we have in
so
common because
has.
every week we have something in common. So I'm glad that it's synchronicities and
I know.
rose.
It's just Mercury retrograde, so it just was a
Yeah,
little harder to find this week, but
Mercury's
it's
been
always
handing it to
there.
me this time around, but I'm going with the
Mm.
flow. Trust in the process, being
Yeah,
patient.
totally. Yep. Yep.
That's
That's all we
it.
can do. We relax into that, all unfolds, ride our
Mm-hmm.
current. That's all
Mm-hmm.
we need to do. Relax into it. Just sit back on those waves and let them carry you. Don't don't
Well
struggle against
said.
them.
Well
Yeah.
said. You're the best, Erica.
Thanks, Samantha.
I
You're the
love you
best. I
too, and
love
I'll see you
you.
soon. And then, all you listeners, I'm gonna tell you all about our QHHT session together because I feel it. I feel it in my bones that
Yeah.
something is being unlocked and unleashed. So give you the downloads.
It's already happening. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Beautiful.
So excited. Good. Well, we love you guys. We are going to leave you with a song for today. This is Nako and Medicine for the People, Runner. Until next time, everyone. Love you all.
And if you're feeling the call to come for a week retreat style Mystic Manor immersion, remember to go now and book your time to speak with me directly about stepping into the optimistic vortex at calendly.com/talk with Brandon while there are still spots left. Otherwise, I look forward to co-creating magic with you at the Mystic Manor.
but you must earn your keep. This love has no strings, no leash, no clipped wings. Stronger than most things, it is noble by nature. I want no promises, just some logged hours. Lay me down, yeah. Oh, lay me down. And maybe an open mind will open mine. Oh, lay me down, yeah. Lay me down and kiss me softly, kiss me softly, in all of them places that you know me best, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 from the YPO Valley, baking on Tetons. Follow the Klamath to the basin of my soul, shining on Shasta, those holy headwaters. Dear old Columbia, your gorgeous sparkling eyes, creators calling. She's got my number, lay me down, lay me down. And where be my outlaws will rest in reason, lay me down, yeah, lay me down. 'Cause old things never die, you know as well as I.